Hello everyone, Lucy here, and today I'm just making you sleep. Here we go. Let's see here. Sometimes if you're in a rush... I couldn't read that very well. Hello there everyone. Right now it's 4 o'clock on a Saturday, June 28th. First bug off of the season runs until 6 p.m. today. That's all for now. I hope you enjoy the loveliest of lovely days. Yay! Thank you, Isabelle. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see. My phone is ringing. Oh, Timmy from Nook's Cranny. We sent a payment to your bank account for 26k bells. Nice. Thank you for using this service. I hope to see you in the shop soon. That's good. Let's see. What letters are there for me today? Ooh, my letterbox is almost full. Let me go ahead and take some of these letters out. I don't think I'll be able to take out much more. I'm going to leave all the presents for later. I will do that probably later today. So then, today, I'm just going to tell you about my old Animal Crossing town in New Leaf, and all the little things that I miss from New Leaf versus New Horizons. So first off, I really miss the original little thing that they had in New Leaf, where at the beginning of the game, when you first meet Isabelle and stuff, you have to do little things for Isabelle. Like, in order to unlock certain things, you have to get her like a little seashell, because she doesn't have time to go looking for seashells herself. And things like that, you know? I think that that's really cute, and I wish that they had kept it in New Horizons as well. Like doing little tasks and doing little quests like that, I think would have been really cute, you know? Besides that, what I really miss from New Leaf, at least, is, well, I kind of miss the Nookling shop being bigger. So in New Leaf, for those of you who don't know, for whatever reason, maybe you've only played New Horizons, maybe you just aren't really an Animal Crossing person, but for New Leaf, there's basically a whole thing where over time you build up the little Nookling shop. So it starts out as a small little shed, and then you work your way through the Nookling shop, like buying more and more things, and it starts to get bigger. It eventually becomes a small store, like a convenience style store, and then they build it bigger till eventually it becomes something closer to a shopping mall, where each floor is dedicated to a different thing. Like one floor has furniture, one floor just has things like wallpaper and tools, and one floor is just entirely clothes and fashion from that cute little fashion designer Giraffe. And honestly, I miss that fashion designer Giraffe, I kind of wish that they bring him back. I don't remember his name, but I do wish that they brought him back because I really liked some of the designs that he came up with, you know? But it's not that big of a deal, I guess. I do miss the Nookling shop being bigger. And I also miss the Able Sisters shop. I feel like with the 3DS at least, it was much easier to draw out your designs versus on the Switch. I used to draw all sorts of little custom designs on in my 3DS. Oh, I remember I made Giffany's outfit from Gravity Falls because I really wanted it. It sucked really bad, but I did my best. I also managed to make a really, really good copy of the little outfit that Aya wears in Mad Father. I remember I would wear that all the time in the winter because I was just so proud of that design. I also made a little Eve design too, where I copied Eve's outfit and I put it into the game. Just so that I could wear it around and stuff. I remember I also made like a little starlight dress, that's what I called it at least, where I tried my best to make the dress look like, you know, the stars in the sky and stuff. Like, sort of a constellation dress, but without all the constellations, you know? I feel like I didn't really do as good of a job with it as I feel like I could have, if that makes sense. Oh well, it's okay. I mean, I was like a teenager. I was just doing my best drawing stuff in there, you know? And I did have a lot of fun making the designs. I wish I had made more hat designs though. I feel like I didn't make as many as I could have. But it's fine. Like, it's not really that big of a deal, you know what I mean? It's okay. So, let's see what else is there. Other things that I miss are the stumps. So, you know how in New Horizons, let me go over to a stump so I could like show you. My town is like kind of a mess. I'm just going to be doing some of the bare minimum like chores, honestly. I'm just gonna be cleaning up the town. Anyway, you see how the stumps are just a normal like little circle? In New Leaf, the stumps used to have different shapes. So there were like little star-shaped stumps, and they had like little heart shapes, and if I remember correctly, there was like a 4-leaf clover too. Yeah, I think I remember it now. There was like a little 4-leaf clover shaped stump, and I think, if I remember right, if you got the 4-leaf clover, you would get good luck that day in Animal Crossing. That's another thing, I can't tell if New Horizons has a luck mechanic or not. I know the New Leaf did, but I don't remember, or at least I can't really tell very much if New Horizons does. I remember the... Oh no! My shovel's gone. Let me go build a new one. I remember that in New Leaf, the luck mechanic was just random days you would have bad luck, random days you would have good luck. Sometimes you would have good luck because of specific things you wore, and sometimes you would have good luck based off of... Or sometimes you'd have bad luck based off of specific things you wore. I think the closest I've seen in New Horizons to that is, let me think. One day when I went to go visit Katrina, I noticed she told me that the next day that all of my tools would last a lot longer. And I didn't really believe her, but the whole day I managed to get through without the shovel breaking at all, like it just did right now. But I don't know. I get the feeling that the luck mechanic isn't as prominent, because in New Leaf you would get bad luck like randomly all the time. You would like trip and fall if you tried to run, or you just wouldn't really get that many good things coming to you throughout the day, you know? And it made the world feel like a little bit more lived in, if that makes sense. Like, it made me feel more like the world is something close to real life, sort of. I don't know if that makes sense or not. I feel like it sort of does, but I could be wrong. Let's see, what's here? Upcoming bug off. Oh, it was Marina's birthday. I missed her birthday. I'm sorry, Marina. Anyway. I don't know. It just made the Animal Crossing world feel a little bit more real when they did that, you know? And I'm kind of sad that it's not as prominent in New Horizons. I feel like it's there, but unlike with New Leaf where you would get bad luck regardless of if you saw Katrina or not, with New Horizons it feels more like you get bad luck or good luck only if you see Katrina, if that makes sense. Again, I could be wrong. I don't think I've noticed very much in this game, just in general, you know? I've been playing it off and on, and when I'm on, I play every single day for an extended period of time. And when I'm off, I don't really play Animal Crossing at all for like weeks, sometimes a couple months at a time. One thing I do appreciate though is that the animals don't really move until after you talk to them. I remember in New Leaf, I got so upset this one time because I had Punchy in my town. I have him in this town too. And he was one of my favorite villagers in New Leaf. I really liked him. I would visit him every day along with Chief. And one day he just moved away without saying anything. Like, I was gone for a couple of days and he just left. And I was so upset. Like, it bothered me so much seeing that he was gone, you know? And it just made me so sad. I was like, no, Punchy, why'd you leave me? You know? But like, I'm glad that in New Horizons there's no situations like that. Like, I don't have to worry about Punchy leaving me because he'll tell me first. But in New Leaf, no, he just dipped. He just ran off. He was like, I don't want to be here anymore. Bye. You know? And that always made me like a little sad in New Leaf. Let's see, what else? Another thing that I miss from New Leaf, I don't know, it felt a little more addicting, if that makes sense. Like there was more stuff to do just in general. Versus in New Horizons, where it feels like there's not as much stuff to do. Like, I'm gonna clean up my town right now, but I don't know. It feels like not as rewarding. I don't know how else to explain it. It just doesn't feel as rewarding in New Leaf as it did in New Horizons. I wonder if that makes sense. I hope it does. Oh, something else that I miss is... Sorry, I'm like skipping through. This is probably bothering you. I must exercise restraint, return them to you now. I'm used to just mashing B. Might I help you with anything else? Nope, I'm good. Jolly good. Please enjoy the rest of your visit. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Actually, I haven't checked what's up here yet. Let's see. Catch 5 bugs. Sell a hot item. Plant flowers. Sell weeds. Tend flowers. Okay, I could do that. I'll go ahead and tend to some of the flowers first. Then I'll pick them and sell the weeds. And I'll check the hot item. I'll leave the bugs for last, I think. Let's see. So... something that I really miss is I feel like, I don't don't know how else to explain it, but it just felt more rewarding catching the bugs and digging up all of the fossils. But something that I do appreciate is the change of the look for the museum. I think that the museum looks absolutely gorgeous in the new Animal Crossing, you know? Like, I think it's legitimately just gorge. Just so pretty. I want to go to, like, I want to go to a museum that looks like the one in this Animal Crossing. You know, I want to visit like a pretty museum or like a pretty aquarium. There aren't really any aquariums near where I live. There is a museum, if I remember right. Yeah, there's a museum, but like, there's no aquariums. No, wait, there is an aquarium, but it kind of really sucks. I heard that they don't really treat the animals very well at that aquarium. Like, they don't take very good care of them. And that just makes me really sad. And I don't really want to go support that, you know? Like, on one hand, I feel kind of bad. Like, if I go visit the aquarium and I give them money, maybe they'll use the money to take better care of the animals. But at the same time, I also feel like even if they didn't have much money, they should still be taking better care of them, you know? Oh well, whatever. I'm probably not going to go to the aquarium anytime soon. It just makes me really sad, you know? Like, I really want them to take good care of the animals. That's also why I like to visit the zoo. As far as I could tell, they do take good care of the animals in the zoo. Where I live, it's really, really hot. So, like, there are certain animals that they try to keep in cooler places because, you know, their natural habitat is cool. Let's see here. Talk to neighbors, complete DIY. So, I think that the zoo takes pretty good care of the animals. At least our local zoo does. But when it comes to, like, the local aquarium, I haven't really heard anything good from them. At least not that I can tell. One moment. Here we go. Let's see. Nonetheless, even if I don't go to that aquarium, if I hear that things get better, then I'll probably be more inclined to head over there, you know? What's some other stuff? I kind of really like what they did with the Able sisters in the new game, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about the Able sisters. I like some of the things that they did, but I do wish that they included a function to where I don't have to, like, if I buy, or rather, I really wish they had a function where I could just buy multiples of something in one color instead of needing to exit out and come back in every time. I think that would be a lot more convenient, but I can understand if they didn't really do that. Oh! Something else I thought of that I really wish they had kept from the old game was I really wish they had kept sitting on rocks. Like, I was so excited when they added that update to where you could sit on rocks and stuff in New Leaf. Like, I was so happy, only to find out that they removed it in New Horizons. That kind of sucked. Speaking of rocks, I miss when the rocks would give us different kinds of ores more often, and I miss there being like a dedicated rock just for spitting out ore. I really liked that. Like, I liked the rocks that would just give you crystals or give you gold or silver ore and stuff like that, you know? I feel like that was much more convenient. Log steaks. Twice the usual amount, so 720 bells, okay? Sold. Thank you, please come again. Is this a tambourine? I can't really tell. Yeah, that is. I think I'll buy it. I'll buy the tambourine. That would be really cute. Thank you for the bells. No, thank you for the tambourine. Oh well, I could sort of understand why they probably removed the ore and stuff. Like, since you don't really get to unlock Cyrus as quickly, and since he's not there as, you know, as often as before, I could sort of see why maybe they were like, oh, we should just remove the ore altogether. But I do miss it. I feel like it was a lot more convenient and easier to do certain things, you know? Let's see. Next, I'm supposed to plant flowers. This is usually the spot where I plant flowers, but I don't got nothing to like actually plant them right now, you know? It's okay though. Let's see, what else? What was I going to do? Oh, right. I don't think I have any more seeds to plant flowers. So I think I might have to go over and buy some. Let me go ahead and head over to buy some stuff. Or rather, I just need to buy flower seeds, I think. Let me double check here, cause I'm pretty sure. How many are in here? Actually, no. I don't need to buy any flower seeds right now. Let's go ahead and plant some of these. Okay, first, let's move this. There we go. Plant. 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 I don't know how many I'm supposed to plant. Oh, was it just 3? It was. It was just 3. Okay, I got it right. My instinct was correct. What else? Oh yeah, I feel like there was more variety in some of the flowers, but I could be like a little delulu. I feel like there were more of all these other kinds of flowers, you know? I bet you've been hiding out reading a good book. God, I wish. I've been meaning to read this book. It's just been sitting next to my like pillow for ages, but I haven't gotten around to it, you know? Oh well. Let's see here. I wish I was reading a good book, honestly. If I'm right, you have to share it with me when you're done. Well, if I ever finish it, I need to talk to 3 of these guys, so... Hey, it's Lucy. Haven't seen you in a while. Were you on vacation? No. Did you eat a bunch of yummy stuff? Tell me all about it. Well, oh, speaking of things that I've eaten, I've actually eaten Indian food for the first time the other day. I went out with my friends and we ended up going to an Indian food place. It was nice, but oh, let's see. Lucy, it's been a spell since I saw your goofy mug. You ain't changed a bit. Yay, I got it. But I tried Indian food the other day, and it was good, but it was also too spicy. It kind of hurt my stomach a little bit. Well, not my stomach, it hurt my mouth. My poor little mouth. It got all burnt. Let's see, sell fruit, chop wood, complete DIY. Okay, first I'll chop some wood. let's see. Nonetheless, it burnt my mouth, but otherwise it was pretty good. Some of the spices were new to me. I wasn't accustomed to eating like those specific types of spices, so it was a little odd tasting them for the first time. Also, the texture was a little bit drier than I thought it would be. It was both really moist and really dry at the same time. I don't know how else to describe it. But I think next time I'll ask for lower spice level. I asked for medium this time, and my friends told me that they'd been there before, and it was never that spicy. So, I don't know. Maybe that specific day they just had a higher amount of spices in the food or something. You know? More than likely the batch that we had was just spicier than normal. Or they accidentally added a little too much or something. Not that big of a deal. I mean, it was tasty. So I'm not particularly bothered by it, but I was really hungry really quickly after, because I wasn't able to eat as much as I normally would. It burnt my mouth a little too much, and I didn't want to risk my poor belly. Sell items. Oh, selling the fruit should double for that. Let's go ahead and put this away. Let's see, what else? Going back to the subject of Animal Crossing. Something else that I miss from the old game. Oh yeah, the variety of fruit that they had. I miss being able to get bananas and persimmons and like durians and stuff, you know? I thought that it was really cool that they had so much variety when it came to the fruit. Not only that, but I really miss the perfect fruit. In New Leaf, they used to have perfect fruit, where every so often when you grew some fruit, there would be one that would be absolutely perfect. It would taste better than all the other fruit, and it was just better in like every way than all the rest of the fruit, you know? But for some reason... Oh, another thing is that it used to sell for more bells too. You used to sell it and it would cost way more bells than the fruit normally costs, you know? But for some reason they got rid of it in New Horizons. And I really miss it, you know? I really miss being able to have the perfect fruit. And I miss being able to sell it for all the bells that I used to. I also miss like the little face my character would make whenever I would eat some of it, you know? It used to be really nice. But now it's just like, all the fruit's just fruit. Like, yeah, you can get more by selling the extra newer fruits that aren't native to your town. But I really miss the perfect fruit. It used to look really pretty too, like the cherries, because in my New Leaf town, I had cherries. I'll leave the fruit trees that are too close to the flowers for now. Anyway, in my town we had cherries, and the perfect cherries literally looked like those like yellow and red cherries. The expensive ones you could get at the supermarket. So I thought that was really neat, you know? But now, with New Horizons, since they got rid of it, all the cherries just look like cherries, I guess. Kind of, it makes me a little sad, you know? But at the same time, it's also not that big of a deal. Like, it's not such a big deal that I can't get over it, but it is something that I miss. I also miss when you could get certain tools and they'd never break. Like, you'd be able to get invincible forever tools after buying certain ones. Like, the golden axe would never break, and the golden shovel would never break. But for some reason now they break. They only last up to a certain amount of time and then they break. And I think that kind of sucks. Like, why did they make that decision, you know? Why did they do that? Oh well. Decisions, I guess. Things are always changing. And Animal Crossing's not gonna stay the same either. I really hope that the new Animal Crossing game that comes out turns out to be really good and really fun. I hope they bring back some of the stuff from New Leaf, but then also have some of the stuff from this game too. Because there are certain things from this game that I do really like. I really like the ability to change the layout of the island, like adding more ponds or rivers, deciding the shape of them. I think that's really cool. And I also really like some of the other decisions that they made. Like the decision to, I don't know, the decision to be able to, you know, move the villagers' houses wherever you want. So then they won't really get in your way anymore when you're doing certain things. Versus before, where like, they would just plant their houses wherever. And oh my god, it made me so mad. I have beef with that billy goat. The little green billy goat. I don't remember his name. I feel like his name's probably Billy. But, like, oof, it made me so upset. Because that guy moved into my town in New Leaf, and he put his house right in the middle of my special little garden area. And not only did he put it in the middle of my special garden area, he also crushed the little Jacob's Ladder flowers that I had. Like, those rare flowers that you only get when your town has like a perfect rating. I was finally able to get a perfect rating. It took me over a year to get that perfect rating for my town. And I was finally able to get it. I was so excited. And I got like the little flower, like the little Jacob's Ladder, or whatever the name of the flower is. And I put it right there in my little garden area, in the middle of the little garden as like the centerpiece. And I was all like, this is beautiful, this is perfect, this is amazing. And then the second I close up my game, I save and I close up my game, and I go to do something else. I come back the next day to check it out, to see what's going on. And that goat, he moved in. And not only did he moved in right in the middle of my little garden. And his house was right on top of the Jacob's Ladder flower that I finally got. I was so mad. Like, I was so upset. You have no idea how upset I was. Oh my god. I was so angry. Every time I saw that goat, I like whacked him. I would hit him with like with the net or with my shovel or whatever. I would be like, get out of here. Move out of here. I hate you. How could you do this to me? I hate you. But that little goat, he never took the hint. He never took the hint. He never seemed to understand that I hated him. And he's still there. Last I checked my little Animal Crossing New Leaf, maybe a year ago, he was still there. He just would not leave. Didn't matter what I did, didn't matter what I didn't do. He just would not leave my town. Oh my god. Like, bro, move. Move out already, Jesus. But nope, he didn't move. He was still there. And it made me so upset. Like, it pissed me off so bad. Oh my god. I still have beef with him. If I see that goat again, he is not moving into my town. No matter what, I am not letting him live here. He is not allowed on my island. I have like generational beef with him now. Like, if I ever have kids or something, I'm telling my kids, I'm gonna be like, bro, never ever let that Billy goat on your island. Never. He's gonna destroy your flowers. He's gonna destroy your life. You're not going... He's going to, like, make you upset. Ugh, I keep accidentally digging the same spot. Boo. Anyway. So that's something. That's something relatively silly. What else? What else do I miss? I kind of miss when the animals were a little meaner. Nowadays, they don't seem to have as much personality as they used to. I feel like everybody has that complaint to a certain extent. Like, the animals just don't seem to have the same level of personality or whatever. But I genuinely feel that way. I feel like the animals just... I don't know. They're just not the same. Oh, my pockets are full. Let's go ahead and sell these flowers. There we go. Yes, let's sell more stuff. Let's see. I just miss when the animals had more going on in their lives, you know? Nowadays, ooh, wait. Let me get this blue. Gimme. Nice. Is it money? I pressed the wrong button. Is it money? Yeah, baby, it's money. Money. Because I haven't any coal in the stove. I freeze in the winter and I curse to the winds at my feet. Let's see. So, another thing I miss when the animals just had more going on in their lives. Besides just talking to you. Like, I miss the drama between the animals in the post office. I'm not sure if you remember, like Pete the pelican. It was Pete, it was Polly, and I think it was Paulette. I could be wrong. I don't remember the third pelican's name. I feel like her name was Paulette. But I miss them. I miss those three. You only ever see Pete like very rarely. If you're awake super early now, I think you can catch him delivering mail. No, wait, actually, I don't think he's in this game anymore. I think it's the dodos delivering mail. I could be wrong, though. It's been a while since I've, like, actually checked. And I usually play Animal Crossing in the afternoons. So, it's like, very likely that I'm just missing him, you know? Like, I'm not awake in the morning, so... At least not early enough to catch him. Nonetheless, they used to have so much silly drama. Like, the three of them. And it was so silly. And, oh, I felt so bad for Paulette. Because there's Polly, right? She runs the day shift at the post office. She's there from the early morning up until evening. And, you know, she picks up your letters and puts them in to get delivered, and she helps you with your storage and stuff, you know. Oh, it's already full? That was really fast. I'm going through this way faster than I thought I would, honestly. Anyway. So, Polly did the day shift, and Paulette did the night shift. Paulette's night shift was always like... She was a little mean. Like, Polly was nice to you, but Paulette seemed to be kind of annoyed. She had to do the night shift. Like, she low-key hated it. She was like, I hate doing the night shift. So as a result, she would be a little rude to you, you know? And I believe Paulette is a little older than Polly, too. Like, in my head, Polly is maybe like, I don't know, early 20s, and Paulette is like late 20s, early 30s, or something like that. And maybe even older. Like, in my head, Polly is like Elle from Legally Blonde, and Paulette is literally Paulette from Legally Blonde, like a bit older. But like, she's a little... But like, Paulette is a little bit meaner, I feel like. Like, she's a little more rude to the player character. And Pete is the delivery guy. He used to fly. He does not anymore because his spaceship got knocked down. And now he's scared of flying. I don't know why he didn't just fly normal, but whatever. In one of the earlier games, you knock him down. I don't remember which one, because I've only played the earlier games every now and again, like here and there. I've never really been, like, super committed to playing any of the earlier games. Like, I would just play them if one of my family members had, like, a console with it, and they brought it over. Like, if a cousin of mine comes over with the game, then I play it, you know? Otherwise, I didn't really play Animal Crossing much till New Leaf. But Pete would deliver the mail, right? And Pete, apparently, according to the lore, from what I read at least... Oh, there's another balloon. Wait up, let me catch this balloon. I saw it. Oh my god, why are you over there? Get over here, Mr. Balloon. Okay, I don't think I could hit it. It is over there again. It's tricking me. It's messing with me, I think. Oh my god, I think it's messing with me. For sure. There it is. Okay, let me... Do you also have money? If it has money, I'm gonna be very happy. No, it has a small covered round table. I'll just drop this for now. I'm busy cleaning up the flowers, so I'll pick that up later when I have time. Come on, let me get the shovel. There we go, that's better. Chouffle. Let's see. Okay, nonetheless, Pete, there we go. Pete apparently had a crush on Polly. From the stuff that I read, at least, he had a crush on Polly. I was like, oh, that's cute. But from what I could tell, Polly didn't like him back, but Paulette had a crush on Pete. And, oh, that's so sad. I feel bad for Paulette. Like, man, get your mans, girl. That's another thing. There's also, like, the drama between the Able sisters between each of the games. You know? Now, it seems like there's no drama between them. It seems like they get along really well. I keep missing the flower. Give me a second. Why? Okay, okay, I think I got it. Yes, I got the flowers that time. Cool. Anyway. So, like, I feel bad for Paulette. And, like, the Able sisters used to have their drama too. Like, I remember reading somewhere that the Able sisters, they had, like, all of this drama going on between them because of some sort of fight between, like, Label and the older sister. I don't remember her name. It's like Mabel, Label, and Sable, I believe. I don't remember which one's the oldest. I'm gonna say... yeah, I don't remember. But Label got into an argument with the oldest sister. I think about, like, taking over the place. And for a little while, like, they weren't speaking. And then Label ended up going off to try to make her own name. And she started working under that, like, fashion designer Giraffe and stuff. And now, as of this game, they don't really have any beef anymore. I think they managed to squash the beef in New Leaf? I could be wrong though. But I think they squashed the beef in New Leaf, so now they're not like fighting anymore and they're getting along. And Label changed her name for a little while to Libelle because she wanted to be like, you know, fancy and cool. You know, like Anna Wintour or like Chanel. You know, like Coco Chanel and all that. So for a little while she was going by Libelle, but now she just goes by Label again. And Label, like, again, in New Leaf, I'm pretty sure they squashed the beef. I'm pretty sure they, like, talked to each other. And she started selling her stuff in the Able sisters. That's something that I miss. The Able sisters used to have a separate section just for Label, for her to sell stuff. And I don't know if that's something you can do in this game too. As far as I can tell, Label is just like the occasional visitor. Like, she just swings by every once in a while to sell you stuff. But I do wish she had like a little permanent fixture in the Able sisters, like, store. You know, I think that would be really neat. But, oh well. It's whatever. It's not like a super big deal or anything. But it is something that I miss. I do miss, like, you know, all the side quests and all the little extra drama that used to happen amongst the animals. I think it was really neat. You know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. Oh, almost fell. Oh, my pockets are already full again. Man, my pockets sure are filling up faster than I thought they would. I thought I would get a little bit more time before it, like, completely fills up, you know? Oh well. Let's sell. What else? What else is there? I really like the way I designed my house in New Leaf. And I really miss how you needed to go... like, this might be something I might do. So, something I want to do after I get Chief, which may or may not happen at some point in time, eventually. After I get Chief, I miss how the beach used to be sort of like you had to go down a hill in order to get to the beach. And now the beach is just here. So I was considering that when Chief gets here, I might pull up the whole town by like a level or so, you know? And just try my best to recreate that. So I have to go down the hill again to get to the beach. But I don't know just how well that'll work. Like, I'm genuinely not sure if I'll be able to pull it off the way that I want it to look. So, for now, I'll just enjoy having the beach close by. What else? Oh. Oopsies. Let's see. What else do I miss? Amongst the animals, I kind of miss... I miss being able to, like, get other people's houses in, like, in the spot pass or whatever. I think that's what it was called. I don't remember if that's actually the name. It's been a hot minute since I used my 3DS. But I kind of miss, like, street pass. There you go. I miss being able to visit other people's towns, and not their towns, but, like, you know, their houses in street pass. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was a cool thing. It gave you, like, an incentive to try to connect to other people via street pass, you know? I understand, like, maybe why they didn't want to add that to the Switch, because a lot of people use it, like, you know, they hook it up to their TV or whatever. They might not necessarily take their Switch out and about, but I do miss it. And I do feel like it was really fun back then to, like, you know, see random other people's houses that you would pass by. There was, like, a few people that I always seem to pass by with my 3DS. I don't know why. Oh, shovel. Let's see, because I used to keep my 3DS in, like, my purse. Oh, wait. Let me see. Ooh. Whatever. I used to keep my 3DS in my purse, and I would take it with me, because back when I was playing Animal Crossing New Leaf, like, super religiously, there was some stuff going on, so I was constantly going to, like, doctor's offices. Not for me, but, you know, for, like, with other people. For, like, with family or whatever. And there was, like, doctor's appointments at least once, like, every couple weeks, once a month. So I would end up going to, like, these various, like, doctor's offices and just sitting around in the waiting room, like, waiting for them to finish up everything it is that they were doing, you know? What's this? Redeem Nook Miles. Okay, I could do that. Anyway, but I would be playing Animal Crossing New Leaf, just sitting there in the waiting room, just playing Animal Crossing. And if I wasn't playing Animal Crossing, I was playing Pokemon. And if I wasn't playing Pokemon, like, I was playing X and Y also. I was playing X and Y and Sun and Moon. Not Sun and Moon yet. Took a little while for me to, like, play Sun and Moon. But I did play X and Y quite a bit. And when I was playing X and Y, I don't know, it was really fun. I mostly just had a copy of X. I used to play my friend's copy of Y. Like, one of my friends had a copy of Y, and she loaned it to me. I don't know if it was her copy or if it was somebody else's copy that she was loaning to me. I know it was her 3DS she loaned to me, though, in high school. And I was playing Y. Via that, I nearly finished the game. Like, I nearly beat it. I managed to catch, like, you know, I managed to, like, I think I was around, like, the final battle. I was very close to, like, the final fight or something. But then I had to give the game back. And I had to give the 3DS back. So I couldn't finish the game. And I was, like, low-key sad about it because I was like, no. Since it was in my game and it was in my DS, it wasn't, like, a super big deal. But I did feel kind of bad. Because, like, I got super attached to my Pokemon. I was super attached to my Sylveon, especially. Oh my god, I had a Sylveon. And in every game since, I have gotten a Sylveon because I love Sylveon. I love Sylveon so much. Sylveon is my favorite, my absolute favorite evolution and my favorite Pokemon, like, of all time. So, like, I was super attached to my Sylveon, and I felt so sad. And I had to let it go because I got used to petting him. And I used to, like, petting him and playing with him, and he was so cute. And I named him Oliver. I named him Oliver. Later on, I think I like saved up and I was able to like get a 3DS, like my own 3DS. I was really sad because I wanted a white and pink one, but they didn't have any at the Walmart when I went, and I was like so sad. I was like, no, I wanted a white and pink one. So I ended up getting a blue one. I always think, every so often, I think to myself, maybe I should buy a white and pink one. Maybe I should like buy a new one. You know? Like a new used white and pink DS. Or whatever, but I don't think I will, honestly. But when I was playing Animal Crossing back then, I would spend a lot of time just in waiting rooms. Just playing Animal Crossing. And if not in waiting rooms, at like the same sort of places, I would go to like the mall, or I would go to like all these different sorts of places, and I would always take my 3DS with me. Like I said, I carried it in my bag. Like, I carried it in my purse. Everywhere I went. I had like this tiny little... Oh, no, no, no. Aw, man. That sucks. Aw, man. That sucks even more. Anyway. I used to carry it around in like this tiny little pink purse that my aunt gave me for like, I think Christmas. Or my birthday or something. Because my aunt used to visit like every year around like New Year, Valentine's time, give or take. Like towards like New Year's, Valentine's, she would visit. And every once in a while she would like bring me like Christmas gifts. She would be like, hey, here's like a Christmas present. And that time around she got me like this little pink purse, and I still have it. It was like a fake leather. I know it's fake leather now because like I've had it for so long that it's like peeling off, but I still feel really attached to that purse, so I'm never getting rid of it. Like, I am never getting rid of that purse, honestly. But anyway, so she bought me this purse, and that was really sweet of her for my birthday. And I got like, does belong here? Okay, I'm gonna drop that, and I'm gonna go back over here. Is there anything else that needs digging up over here? No? Okay. Anyway, I would just kind of carry that purse around with me. Like everywhere I went, and it had my DS in it, and I would just, every chance I would get, whenever there was like a dull moment, I would play around on my 3DS. And I used to do it in class too. Like, if we were done with everything we were doing in class and there was nothing to do, after I had bought my 3DS, or even when I was just borrowing my friends, I would just sit and I would play like Pokemon, or I would play Animal Crossing for like a while I waited for like class to start up again. Or aw man, that sucks. I didn't even notice the mosquito. Anyway, I would just sit around like playing the game. So it makes sense that I would meet some of the same people in Street Pass if I was always like at school or whatever. Like, I assume I would meet, you know, like it would log people who also had their 3DS in like maybe their backpack at school. But oh my god, I thought it was kind of weird that it kept picking up the same people every time I went to the mall. Like, there is no way that there was a specific person that was at the mall every single time that I was there. You know? It's not even that I went there like super often or anything. It's more like for some reason that person was just always there. I feel like that's a little weird. It's a little odd, you know? Like, it's not a huge deal, but But it is something, I guess. Oh well. Anyway, I remember I played Animal Crossing quite a bit during that time. Like, for a whole year, I went out of my way to try to play every single day. I wouldn't miss any days at all. In New Leaf, I was like, no, I am dedicating myself to playing Animal Crossing. Like, I treated Animal Crossing like it was my full-time job. Low-key. Oh. Already full again? Oh well. Let's go sell them. Let's see. But I treated it like it was my full-time job. I was so excited for my birthday when there was that little birthday thing in Animal Crossing. I love it when games do that. When they have like a little birthday thing. I remember this one year, I did the little birthday thing in Animal Crossing because my friend had taken me out for my birthday, like my best friend, and I was doing the little birthday thing, and I thought it was like super cute and nice. And then I remember that besides playing Animal Crossing, I also played oh, what is it called? Project Mirai. There we go. That specific year, I had also got Project Mirai, so I was playing it for my birthday, the little birthday thing, and it was really cute because you would like blow out the candles on your cake for your birthday, and oh, it was so cute. I really liked it. And my friend was like, oh, that is so cute. I remember taking photos and like posting it and being all like, oh, my phone. And being all like, oh, it's my birthday. Like, I was just so happy. I was just so pleased by it, you know? It made me feel just really happy. Because I got to spend time with my best friend, and then I got to just enjoy myself, you know? Just play games with somebody that never, like, was always, like, a really good friend to me, and is still always a good friend to me. She's probably watching this now. Hi! You know that I'm talking about you, because you're the only person that ever hung out with me on my birthday during that time. It was you and, like, you know that it's you. Anyway. But it was just so much fun. It was so much fun to do. And much fun was had during that time, you know? It was just a good time. Let's see here. What else? Phew. I have to adjust my headset every so often. Because it's really hot. Oh my god. Where I live, the temperature is really hot. And right now, it's abnormally humid. Normally, like, the heat isn't this humid, you know? But because it's so much more humid than normal, like, it feels a little bit more hot. And the headphones added with the heat kind of, like, make my head feel a little weird. So I have to adjust them every so often to, like, not allow any certain part of my head to overheat. Which I feel like isn't very normal, but whatever. I live in a hot climate. It is the curse that I'm meant to bear. Like, I have my fan on, but you can't really hear it, I don't think. At least not now. There we go. Back? Oh no. That's something else I miss. I miss just pressing Y to pick up the flowers. Like, why do I have to dig them up with a shovel every single time? In New Leaf, you could just press Y. That kind of sucks. And I feel like there's less variety of flowers. I could be wrong, because I don't remember New Leaf, like, super well. But I feel like I'm right. I feel like I'm right about that. I feel like there's less variety of flowers than there used to be. Oh well. That's just how it is, I guess. I have a lot of stuff that I gotta do soon. So, I'm just taking this time to just have fun. And do what I want to do for a little bit, you know? Before I get busy again. I always seem to be getting busy, whether I like it or not. So, it's nice. It's nice to just spend time here. Playing Animal Crossing and talking about whatever. Ooh, I messed that up. I should not do that. Let's see. I like doing that fake, like, kind of southern country accent. I think it's really funny. But, like, I started doing it ironically, and now I can't seem to stop doing it. Like, no, please. Every so often, I feel like it's starting to override my natural Valley Girl accent, and I'm like, no, please, don't override my natural accent, please. I don't even know what kind of accent I have anymore, honestly. Like, I took a quiz this one time, like, years ago. Maybe, like, 2 years ago, I think. And it was something that was done, I don't remember, I think it was like some big school or other, where it was like, depending on what words you use, it will tell you where you're from or what kind of accent you have. And I decided to try it out because I thought it would be fun. And it told me, like, oh my god, it got it super accurate from where my family's from and where I was born. I'm all like, oh crap, clocked me really hard. Like, I haven't lived there in a long time. It used to be that I lived there longer than I've ever lived here, but now I've been living where I currently live way longer than I did back then, which makes me kind of sad because I still feel like a connection to where I was born and where I originally lived, you know? But like, nowadays it's like kind of whatever, I guess. Like, it makes me a little sad, but it's not like a big deal. You know what I mean? But, so I went, right, and I took that quiz and it got it super accurate. But now I feel like I should retake it because, like, I keep doing the fake southern accent. And it, like, oh my god. I started doing it ironically for, like, comedic effect. Because I thought that it was funny. But then, like, slowly, it just, whenever I say certain things, it automatically just turns southern. And I'm like, oh no, what am I doing? Ah, like, I want to keep my natural accent. No, but it's not a big deal. It's not that big of a deal, I guess. It's whatever. Let's see, what else is there? I think I might make not a fancy dinner. I might make like a more involved dinner than I normally do today. Recently, my mom has not been eating any of my cooking. It's not so much that she hasn't been eating my cooking, like I've been cooking stuff like here and there, but it's like either she doesn't want to eat at the same time and whatever it is I'm making, it wouldn't keep in the fridge very well. So she's like, oh, just make enough for you. Or I make enough for both of us, but she's like, she doesn't eat when I'm around, if that makes sense. Like, whenever I'm in the kitchen, she's not, and whenever she's in the kitchen, I'm not, that sort of thing. So it's like kind of, oh my god. So I'm thinking of making something that will keep in the fridge and that both of us will be able to eat, you know? When I say keep in the fridge, I don't mean that it's gonna go like bad. I mean more along the lines of it's not really going to taste as good. Like if you reheat it in the microwave or whatever, like it's gonna have Gordon Ramsay like yelling at you. So it's like, I don't want my mom to like suffer with that, you know? I don't feel that it's worth it to make like enough for both of us if she might not eat it until way later, and it might not even taste as good as when it's just freshly made, you know? While I sell these flowers, let me get a drink of water actually. I'm a little thirsty. It's hot. Ugh, oh my god. That was good. That tasted really good. There we go. I thought I heard the bell go off for a sec, but I don't think it did. I dropped my rubber band. Let me pick it up. Okay. What else? What else can I talk about? I don't know. I like the inclusion of the money tree here in the game, but I also kind of feel like, I don't know. I kind of feel like the money tree, it's good, but I miss the star tree. Nay. Somehow I keep missing the flowers. Damn. Here we go, that's better. Let's see. I really do, like, miss the money tree. No, not the money tree. I miss the star tree. I kind of wish they didn't patch that. I thought the star trees were really cool. I wish they were, like, an official part of the game, you know? Like, I wish Nintendo made them an official part of the game. That would be so cool. But, like, it could be like the money tree. You only get so many stars from the tree, you know? And you're not able to get more. I think that would be fair. But I don't know why they removed that. I'm low-key a little mad at Nintendo right now. But I feel like everybody is, you know? Like, I'm kind of mad about the Switch too, because I feel like it's literally just the same as the regular Switch. Like, I don't really get what the difference is between the two of them. Besides, like, one of them is a little bit bigger and it has like higher quality graphics or whatever, but it seems to be literally the same. So I don't really see a point in buying the new one, you know? But at the same time, I'm the type of person where I buy a phone and then I keep that phone until literally it does not function anymore. Like, at all. And then I get a new one. The only times that I get a new phone outside of that is if I'm swapping like service providers. For some reason, recently, I've been swapping service providers like a lot. I've swapped like 2 or 3 times, which is way more than I used to. I used to just have the same one for like a long time. But now it seems like I'm swapping every other year, so like whatever. But I don't know. I don't really get a new phone whenever they come out, you know? I don't see a point in that. And to me, it seems like a waste of money. Like, I don't have the money for it. But if I did have the money for it, I don't think I'd be doing that anyway. Because it's like, most of these phones don't really have crazy updates and upgrades and stuff. It's not like they're changing, like, a lot, you know? So it's like, I don't see the point in it. Like, if you want to get it new every year, more power to you or whatever. Like, that's cool, I guess. But like, to me, it's like, I don't know. To me, it's like, I like my phone. I don't really want to change it. Like, I'm happy with it. And that's kind of how I feel about the Switch, too. It's like, I like my Switch. I don't really want to change it. So, I'm not gonna, you know? I'm not gonna buy a new one. It's not anytime soon. I really hope that the new Switch games will be for both Switch and Switch 2. Like, I really hoped that. But I know the likelihood of that's kind of low. But I can hope. I can still hope and dream. Oh well. Let's see what happens. What else is there going on? Man, there's not much else really. At least not that I could think of. Oh, there's some stuff that I need to get. I'll probably get them later. Whatever. Pretty soon, I'm gonna do some fun stuff, I think. I'm gonna watch that new Jurassic Park movie. I know that it's called Jurassic World now, but like, I don't care. I'm still calling it Jurassic Park. Especially because this new one looks like it's gonna actually be really fun. And it looks like it'll be like a way better movie than the last two were. I don't know, like... I don't know how to explain it, but it's like... I recently... It's just, I love dinosaurs, okay? And I love the original Jurassic Park movies. And it makes me kind of sad that like the newer movies aren't as good as they used to be, you know? Like they're not as fun. And I miss them. And I wish that they were fun and like cool again and good. You know? I don't know how else to explain it. It's like 3 is kind of a mess. And 2 is a little bit of a mess. 2 has like some cringe stuff in there. But 2 also has like the T-Rex running through San Diego, so like I'm totally okay with it. I don't know. I feel like the T-Rex in San Diego genuinely makes up for the entire, like all of the cringe stuff that happens in that movie. I also remember the second movie the most because, oh, when I was little, my dad was watching it on TV. Or, I don't know if he was watching it on TV actually. He might have like had just a copy of the movie and he was watching it and I was like, I don't know, I was like sitting in the living room with him watching the movie and I was like really little because I don't remember a lot. What the main part I do remember is the waterfall scene where they're all hiding in the waterfall from the T-Rex and the T-Rex can't reach them because like it's too big. The rest of its body can't get into the cave, but its head is like right there and it's like licking at them and sniffing at them, like trying to figure out like what they're doing there and stuff. And then one of the guys like gets a snake, like it goes down his shirt and he immediately starts freaking out and he runs forward to try to get the snake off of him, but then the T-Rex gets him and then it turns like the water in the waterfall red. Like, oh my god, I very distinctly remember that. That's like a core memory. That, and I think my dad had a copy of Tron too. I have no idea where he got this copy of Tron. I'm pretty sure it was Tron. Because I distinctly remember this one time. I don't remember if it was... I don't know if this story is like me mixing up 2 separate stories or if it was just one story. But I distinctly remember that I was at like this little corner store, like this little, sort of like, it was literally like a little corner store. Like if it was a gas station, it would have been like a gas station, but it wasn't. It was just a small corner store. It had like little snacks and it had like little things like that. I don't think it had any like food. It wasn't like a grocery store. It was just like a small like convenience store. There we go. Yeah, it was a convenience store. And we lived close by to that convenience store, like super close by. So I remember this one time, my mom was there with like my grandparents. Like my grandparents were coming to visit and my mom was there. And she had taken me with her. And I was like looking at the gum. Like I wandered off to go look at the gum. And I got distracted. And then I couldn't remember where she was. And I was like, oh crap, I don't remember which aisle she said she would be in. Because I was also like little. I was like maybe 6 or so. And I was like, oh no, where is she? So I went and I was just running around like in there looking for her or whatever. And I just couldn't find her. Like I went to the back of it wasn't a very large store. Like it was really small. It's a little convenience store. Like you could see everything. So like I couldn't find her. So I was like, oh no, like where is she? So I thought maybe she went home without me. So I walked home because home was literally like up the street. Like when I say we live close by, I mean we were on the same block. Like it's literally, I passed like 2-3 houses and there we go, I'm home. I made it home and I like knocked on the door, or I like tried to open the door. I think the door was locked, so I like knocked on it. So basically I had walked home. I managed to walk home and like I knocked on the door because I'm pretty sure the door was locked and my dad was at the house. I knew he was at home. Like I knew he was just sitting around at home. So I get home and I knock on the door and my dad opens it. He's like, huh? What are you doing here? He's like, what in the world? So he lets me in and I remember, if I remember right, he was watching Tron because I walk in and like Tron was playing on the TV. But it like very distinctly, I have a very distinct memory of seeing Tron like on the screen. Like the little, what's it called? The little baseball or whatever. I very distinctly remember the baseball getting like yeeted into Tron or whatever, or getting like zapped into Tron. And I remember I was like, wow, like it kind of spooked me. And my mom was like freaking out, by the way. Like she was like looking all over the store. She could not find me. She thought I was hiding. She started freaking out. She was gonna call the cops, but before she called the cops, she called my dad. So like she called my dad and she was all like, honey, our daughter's missing. Ah, like she's freaking out. She's like, she was at the store here with me and then now I can't find her. She wandered off somewhere and I don't know where she is and what do I do? And then my dad was like, honey, it's okay. Like, she's here. And then she's like, what do you mean she's there? And he's like, she's here at home with me. Like, she walked home. She said she couldn't find you either, so she walked home. And my mom was like so upset. She was so upset. I got scolded. I was all, they were all like, don't leave. Like, don't just, it's good that you went home, like, and you like waited at home with your dad, but like, don't leave. Like, don't wander off. Like, stay there until we find you, okay? And I was like, okay. And I thought that's pretty silly. That was genuinely like a really silly experience, I feel like. And for some reason in my head, Tron has always been like associated with that. And my dad watching those sorts of movies that leave like some sort of lasting impression in my head is associated with that. Because I have a very vivid memory of that bit in Tron. In the same way that I have a very vivid memory of that bit in Jurassic Park. And like, pretty soon, I'm gonna go see those Jurassic Park movie, the new movie. So you're probably gonna hear me talk about it in, I don't know, the next week or 2, probably. Because I'm gonna see it very soon, like a little bit after it comes out. So, in another week or 2, you'll probably hear me talking about that movie. Anyway, after I'm done with this, I'm going to just leave you be, I guess. I'll finish off these flowers, and then... Come on, flowers. Come on, flowers. Finish up. There we go. So, I'll go ahead and leave you off with that little story. And with the thought of Jurassic Park. Hopefully you were able to relax or get some rest. This is something that's not exactly highly requested amongst my friends, but it's requested enough. Something similar is requested enough. So hopefully you guys were able to like get some rest without asking me and calling me and telling me to like call you and send you voice note after voice note. Anyway, I will see you guys later. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.